Now, viewers, a resolution was in fact passed in the Karnataka State Assembly that directly defies the centre. This resolution opposed the Waqf Amendment Bill. The ruling government has urged for immediate withdrawal of the bill, while the Bharatiya Janata Party continues to attack the Congress with its claims of Muslim appeasement and these charges the BJP is levelling against the Karnataka government. The main reason cited by the Congress for in fact urging the withdrawal of the bill is that they say that it is in violation of the constitution. The Bharatiya Janata Party was undoubtedly angered by the passing of this resolution and also staged a walkout in protest and continued to in fact slam the Siddaramaiah government. Leader of opposition in the Karnataka Legislative Assembly, R. Ashok, goes on to say that the Waqf boards have been continuously claiming lands and even temples and even farmlands, and that the government is only supporting this for the Muslim vote. While Karnataka Minister MC Sudhakar says that this is just the same old divisive politics from the BJP. Listen in to the war of words as they are now unfolding.
In work issue, in assembly 2 days we discuss, because all our temples, farmers' land is acquired by the work board. The many schools of government school from last 60-70 years, that also they declare work board. I in the assembly had also spoken, this work board will be demolished. But the Karnataka state government recommending the central government, the bill, work board bill, not to do work board bill in central government. This is none concern about the bill. So the Karnataka government is supporting Muslim because of the vote.
BJP was in power during Atal Bihari Vajpayee's regime. That time also they never had any issue with regards to the Waqf issue. Suddenly now, after being in power in the center for almost now completing 11 years now, and now suddenly they have in this third tenure of the Prime Minister, and now they have raised this issue. See, very like they're facing their attack on certain secular issues. They are time and again they are trying to disturb the peace of this society. BJP is always playing a divisive politics.
Who's playing divisive politics? Who's playing politics of appeasement? More reactions coming in as Waqf once again becomes the dominant part of the discourse when the parliament session is also on, and also in the state of Karnataka.
We totally condemn the approach and the resolution taken by the state government, Congress government in the state of Karnataka on the floor of the House. It is nothing but appeasement politics. They don't want anything to be clear, accountable. They don't want to be answerable. They don't want to be transparent. They just want to abuse, misuse whatever the more powers been given to Waqf board.
It's a bad development, though it doesn't come in the purview of the state government. State government just wants to make a statement to appease this vote bank, the Muslim vote bank. So it is just brought in a resolution from the assembly saying that we are against the any changes to the Waqf to be brought in the parliament, and that should not be done.
Deepak Bopanna is joining us. Deepak, this has to be, we cannot look at the entire controversy in isolation, because over the last few days in the state of Karnataka, there is a war of words that has been on with regards to the 4% Muslim quota. And now this move by the state government, when there is a larger debate around Waqf and the Waqf reforms, this move by the, by the state government is only triggering furious reactions from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Put all of this into context and what in fact prompted the state government to take this kind of a move in the assembly.
Well, Well, definitely as far as Waqf is concerned, we've seen a lot of drama unfold here in the state of Karnataka itself. While, the JPC was formed, we saw here in Vijayapura or different parts of North Karnataka and other parts of the state, we saw Waqf, of course, becoming a big talking point after a meeting of, the Waqf officials and the minorities department a few months ago in Karnataka led to notices being issued to farmers. At that point in time, we had several BJP leaders point out the importance of the Waqf bill being brought at the center. And, they even cornered the government here in the state over the same. But yesterday here, the Congress government, of course, went ahead and decided that they should bring an amendment against the Waqf bill that is being proposed at the center, which they say is quite unnecessary and trying to target, the Waqf properties and more importantly, the minority community overall. So we'll really have to see with this sort of a resolution that was passed, and we saw the BJP also staging a walkout yesterday. Today, how things unfold. As I, in fact, speak now, we have, of course, the BJP state president who's now addressing the regional media here. Very shortly, in a few minutes, he'll probably be here, and I'll ask him that particular question as to how the BJP plans to take this forward from here, because there is possibly, only just 2 days left for this particular assembly session to end, and after which we could expect, the BJP to take this on in a different manner. But until then, inside the well of the house, in the state assembly here,
yes,
this could become a big talking point.
Yes, and as the session is on, the parliament session is on, this is a step taken by the Karnataka government in the assembly. But is it only posturing? What is going to be the larger bearing on the Waqf reforms or the Waqf amendment bill? We'll talk about that. We'll come back to you, Deepak, because earlier this week, the AIMIM chief, Asaduddin Owaisi, also claimed that the bill is a way to snatch away Muslim properties and that the centre is only trying to broaden the distance between the two communities.
मुसलमानों से उनकी मस्जिदें, दरगाहें, खानकाहें, कब्रस्तान को छीनने के लिए इस तरह का प्रोविजन उसमें रखा गया है, तो इनकी नीयत खराब है और ये चाहते हैं कि देश में और दूरियां बढ़े दो बड़े समुदायों में। अगर चंद्रबाबू नायडू, पासवान साहब और नीतीश कुमार और हमारे अजीत सिंह साहब के बेटे अगर इसका तायीद करेंगे तो इनको जनता जिंदगी भर याद रखेगी।
Now remember, this is not all. These comments follow what was said earlier on the Waqf Amendment Bill. The AIMPLB spoke of a Shaheen Bagh type of protest across the country. There were others who spoke of giving the gold of temple trusts. Now, the BJP has called out those who are spreading misinformation and are fear-mongering over the Waqf Amendment Bill. Here's how the BJP is hitting back.
वक्फ के नाम पर अब धमकी वाले भड़काऊ भाईजान पूरी तरह से काम पर। जिस प्रकार का बयान मोहम्मद अदीब का आया है कि दिखा देंगे हम हश्र जगदम्बिका पाल को, पास करके तो दिखाए वक्फ संशोधन बिल, ये सरेआम खुलेआम धमकी है। ये धमकी दे रहे हैं कि अगर संसद ने बिल पारित कर दिया तो वो संसद में जो बिल पारित करने वाले सांसद है उनको दिखा देंगे। क्या दिखा देंगे? कभी कोई बोलता है शाहीन बाग बना देंगे, कभी कोई बोलता है हश्र दिखा देंगे। वोट कौन कर रहा है? MIM, तृणमूल कांग्रेस, समाजवादी पार्टी, कांग्रेस पार्टी। संविधान की बात करते हैं, क्या ये संवैधानिक है?
And this is not the first time this month that the BJP has called out the Congress party for what they say is the Congress's appeasement model. You will remember that there was a huge uproar regarding the 4% Muslim quota in the Karnataka government contracts. Now, the BJP claimed that this move is unconstitutional and religion-based quota is illegal, as well as it went on to state that the chief minister is only now fooling the people of the state. Meanwhile, the Congress party has defended the decision, stating that the BJP is only objecting because this is a move that will help the minority community. It's not just the BJP which is raising objections and terming the proposed amendment unconstitutional, but the move is also being red flagged by SC/ST contractors. Now, SC/ST Contractors Association has urged the government to ensure fair allocation by, including them in a separate provision under the new policy. In a letter to Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, the association argued that excluding the SC/ST contractors from similar benefits would be unfair. The letter then went on to demand that the reservation policy be made transparent and inclusive. The association also made it clear that if their demands are not met, they will challenge the state government's decision in the court.
We strongly oppose the implementation of 4% reservation in government contracts by the Siddaramaiah government. Bharatiya Janata Party will strongly condemn the Tughlaq Darbar attitude of the Congress government. Bharatiya Janata Party is never against Muslims, but Bharatiya Janata Party, we are against the minority of the Muslim appeasement politics by the ruling Congress party. Politics of the Congress party, the divide and rule of the Congress party, BJP is completely opposed to this. So we are going to fight out against this divide and rule policy of the Congress. Will challenge this in the High Court as well.
BJP is free to protest about anything, but they should protest in the interest of the people. They should protest in the interest of the budget of that is being allocated to people. This is nothing but what they are trying to play to the gallery. I mean, this particular bill that we are talking about is nothing but an extension. It's already, the reservation for contractors is already there for SC, ST, category 1, category 2, category 2A, and now it has been extended to category 2B. It is not an exclusive bill got in only for certain sections of the society.